Is Babylon east of Egypt? No, it's not. Okay, I really actually like this topic because it ties into Noah's Ark, and I really like Noah's Ark. So I hope you don't mind doing a video reply to it. What? Okay, so this verse is not talking about them going from Egypt. It's talking about Noah's descendants being called to help build the Tower of Babel in the plains of Shinar. And so they all migrated to go build the Tower of Babel. And this was like his grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So pretty, near descendants. And we know they didn't live in Egypt because Egypt was south of Jerusalem, and the Bible says Babylon was north of Jerusalem. And we know that Noah's Ark landed within a 2-day range or 2-day walk of the Tower of Babel. Oh, hang on, babe. And that a few years after it landed, Noah and his 3 sons had like this big blowout, big family feud, and his sons stomped down the mountain, and they each built a city on different sides of the mountain. There were 3 cities around the base of the mountain that the ark landed on. And this comes from the book of Jasher or Jubilee. Don't quote me, I get them mixed up. They both start with a J, Jasher, I think. But if you can't find it there, it's in Jubilee. So they landed, and then they built cities. So they stayed there probably and raised their kids. They named the cities after their wives. All 3 of the cities were named after the 3 sons' wives. So their Noah's grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or great-great-grandchildren even, were still living at least in that general region. They wouldn't have migrated, they wouldn't have spread out as far as, northern USA down to Texas or Nevada. They were still up north in that general area. And then there is debate over whether the original language is saying they went eastward or they went from the east. So it seems like they did go eastward. Just from what I know about everything else, it seems like the ark was they probably landed on the west side of the Tower of Babel, and they traveled eastward to go build the Tower of Babel. But the different Bible translations are all over the place with that. They all say something different, and when you look at the original language, it seems to say from the east, but there is debate, and everything else points to eastward. But regardless, it's not referring to Egypt. It's talking about where Noah and Noah's descendants were living at the time, and they traveled to help build the Tower of Babel. Egypt was south, way south of where Babel was, in the plains of Shinar. Okay, that's today's little rant. I hope that answered your question. Let me know if you have any more.